guys, it's Mark Bow here again. Just wanted to let you know that I got my new OEM handlebar thumb warmer installed. There it is there, the new one. It's an OEM part. It came really quickly from the eBay purchase, or a couple days early actually. Anyways, you can see down in there, you can see the thumb warmer itself actually, let's see if I can get that to focus, actually siliconed in, and that braided wire goes back underneath, and you basically just put this pin in here, put the little circlip on the bottom, and plug it in. So it's an easy fix. That's another chore done off that list. The only thing else I have to do is put that new battery in, and that thing's ready to go for the season. Everything else is done. Over here I got the Vector all apart. Well, just the wheels, the idler wheels. That's my 2009 Yamaha Vector that I bought mid-season. It's about February, middle of February. I bought this last year, and I don't know if you guys have been following my other videos. I had to put a new starter in it. That was kind of a drag because basically you have to almost take the whole engine out to put a new starter in, and a new shock underneath. The shock needed to be rebuilt, so that cost me a couple $100, and the starter was a couple $100, $250 I think, plus about 8 hours to do the job I did myself. And I put a new dash on it. The dash, the previous owner had still a little tip over and cracked the dash in here, just plastic, so I put an aftermarket dash on. I figured just because it's a plastic, piece, that it wouldn't matter, to go with the OEM. It was about double the price. This was about $200, this piece altogether. I reused the windshield. The windshield has a few scuffs and stuff in it from where he used some type of glue or something to glue the plastic back together. Anyways, that wasn't really up to my standards, so it's got a new dash, a new starter, a rebuilt shock, and this has got about 9,000 kilometers on it now, so it's not a high mileage sled, but just mainly maintenance stuff, I guess. And I've got the rear axle wheels off. I'm going to put the new wheels on. These bearings aren't bad. One of them's a little rough, but they're not really bad. But I'm going to replace those with the ones that you can put the bearings in. I ordered 4 new idler wheels. One goes here, and the other one goes there. So I got 4 of those, 2 for each side. Those are OEM ones that I ordered those on eBay as well. A place in Quebec sells them, not a bad price. So they'll be here next week. So I still have to order these. These things from the dealer, they're about $80 Canadian. So I'm thinking about putting the aftermarket ones on, the Kimpex brand with the replaceable bearings. Basically, as long as the wheel holds together, which I've read reviews and people say they're pretty good. I might try the Kimpex ones just because they're about $35, $37 I can get them at Royal Distributing, and about $75 or $76 at the dealer for the OEM ones. So I might try them and see how they work. The bearings obviously there'll be an NTN bearing. I can buy those bearings anywhere, which is a nice thing, for about $3 or $4 once you get the replaceable type. Then you're good to go. So anyways, here's a little screw up that I did. You guys, snowmobilers, might want to see this. When I went to pull this axle out, let's see if I get that to focus. This here bolt, I figured it was Loctited, so I took the big ratchet to it, turned it out. What happened was that it's actually got a pin in here, a split pin. That's a spring pin that goes right through. Okay, so when I turned it, I actually broke that pin. It's just a safety to stop this from coming out, and I screwed up the thread. Now luckily there's enough thread way down inside here that I could buy a longer bolt. I'll just go to the bolt supplier and just get a longer bolt that will go down in here further, that will grab enough thread. I'll drill through and put a new pin in. So there's a little bit of a screw up. I should have looked at the owner's manual and figured that out before I started putting the wrench on it. That's a mistake. I could have just slid this wheel right off of here this way. I didn't even have to take this bolt off, but that was my mistake. It's always a good idea to read the instructions, before you get at anything. But anyways, there's a little update. It's about September. I think it's get this thing to focus. September 17th right now. So got all the sleds kind of covered up and getting ready for the season.